My dear students, how are you? After a long time, I'm just taking you teachers. So, all of you, I'm missing. All of you, I'm too much missing to you, and hopefully, all of you are good by the grace of Almighty Allah. Okay. Today, I will discuss something about the ICT chapter 2 because you are going to you are going to take the all the lessons from the chapter 2. I think you have understood all the things what I have done already in the class. Today I'm just recapping you something from the chapter 2. After chapter 2, from how many lessons you have to just check, you have to just open your book when you start to see this, watch this video, and a lot of things are there. So you will say you are seeing some topics here. First, how a computer works: input device, output device, memory and storage device, processor and motherboard. I think all of you have done from one by one from how a computer works. I have already I may make you understand that how a computer works, and you have to just know about some input device. I think all of you know about the some input devices, what are the input devices connected to the computers, and now output device. Hopefully you know about the output device, and of course those who don't know about this one, I will explain you later. And after that, the memory and storage device. Memory and I hope you know about the memory and storage device. So if you need to store anything, or if you want to process something, you need memory and storage device. And after that, the processor and motherboard. So processor and motherboard is very important in your computers, because motherboard is the main board of your computer. So and the processor also. Processor means to process something you need a processor, you need a device which is connected in the motherboard. Okay, so all of the things is connected, and after that, the software. There is a software, there lesson software, and there is a two types of software: application software and operating system software. We will discuss about it, and some machinery of ICT technology, that is very much important in your lesson. Those in your computer, to operate your computer, it is very related. So all of the things I have already discussed 50 or 60% in this chapter. Today I will discuss something about from your book, and hopefully all of you will be concerned about this video, and all of you see. And after this, if you don't understand this video, what I'm discussing, just leave a message to me in my WhatsApp or in the group. Okay, thank you very much. So I'm just recapping you something in this chapter to make you understand that what we have already done in this book. So yeah, I'm going to the book from the chapter 2. I have already discussed something about in this book. I think all of you have finished the input and output device. So input device and output device is very important to the computers, because without input and output device we cannot input something or output something. I think all of you have know about the computer, how computer works. So how a computer works is very important. The first lesson of this chapter, because if you don't know how a computer works, you cannot know about the input and output devices. So the input and output, the how a computer works, you have to finish it within the just 3 words: first input, then process, and then output. I hope all of you know, and I'm just recapping you something that which is very important for you, and how a computer works. So go to the page number 22, and here you will see some input and output, and the memory and processor. So if you see, first look the input, first you have to give some inputs, then it comes into the memory, and and this translated into the machine language, because computer doesn't know about the machine language, human language. So when I give you some inputs, that time we are giving the human language. So it needs a converter, it needs an interpreter, so it will convert it into the machine language, language, and it comes into the processor, and the processor then make the understand that that is a that is something want to process. So then after that it processed, and by using of this memory, and after that it comes into again it needs a converter, because we cannot understand the machine language, because that's why it's convert again into the human language, and we see the output in the output device. So our input device and output device and the memory and all other things, processor, is totally connected with this computer process. So yeah, we have understood all the things from this lesson, and 22 and 23 pages. I'm just going to the next lesson, the input device. So we have already known about the some input devices: keyboard, mouse, digital camera, scanner, video camera, web camera. So all other things is very important to have some inputs. So if we have some inputs, we need definitely a keyboard, and we have to click it. If we want to click something, if we want to just operate something, we need mouse, right? So now I have already told you the digital camera. So digital camera is an input device, because at that time digital camera was used in the space, when astronauts went to the space, they took pictures in the galaxy, but after that it was too expensive for the people. But now it's very available, it's very close to us, and we can process it very nicely. So digital camera, when you take pictures, and we take all the pictures from the mobile, it comes into our computer by USB cable. So so after that that will be inputs, and we will take the pictures, we'll by the output device like printer, we can print it. And okay, that I'm going to the next one, the scanner. So a scanner is also an input device, because we can scan something. If we have a pictures, if you have a book, then we can scan something in our computer. So it will be connected with the computer, and you will take the pictures of this book, or the pictures, photos, and we will keep inside in our computer. So that is a scanner is an input device. And after that, video camera. So you know about the video camera. All of you have a lot of video cameras. There are different kind of video cameras. Video cameras, you take the video, you catch the video, you take the video from the environment somewhere else. You're going to a party. So after that, you will take the video inside the computers, and by the USB cable or Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. So that will your video camera is connected with the computers, and you take the inputs from the video camera, and it comes into the computer. So yes, it's a input device. And web camera is very important. Web camera, there is a lot of web cameras. I think you know about the IP cameras, the internet protocol camera, that is connected to your computers. When all the things is CCTV camera, you know very well, because all this is for the purpose of the securities. You have a web camera, you have CCTV cameras. Both of the things are input devices. So web camera is connected in your laptop, and also if you don't have a web camera in your computer, like laptop, like desktops, you have to use it by outside external web camera. So web camera, you're taking the pictures, your all the things, or taking the videos, and it comes into the computer. We can save it, we can share our videos to the others. So yeah, it's a input device. So yeah, I have already give you some input devices, and here are some input device. Joysticks, you will see some joysticks. You know about the joysticks. WMR is very important, because optical machine readers. So if you go to the next class, the upper class 9 and 10, or other from the 11 and 12, you will see some or class grade 8, you will see some sheets that you have to just mark it. That is called the WMR, optical machine readers. And this scanner will take your answers, what you have done in the paper answer script, and all the answer will be corrected, not they will check. So WMR is a scanner. WMR is work like a scanner, scan your answers. So WMR is the input device. So microphone, when you talk something, you use microphone. So microphone is an input device. And barcode reader, do you know, this is very interesting. Barcode reader is you know about the EPOS system, electronic point of sale system. So when you go to the hypermarket or any other Safari, Lulu Hyper, Carrefour. So when you buy something, that it comes into the front, and when you have to pay, before the paying, you have to just check your barcode. So you know about the barcode and QR code. So they check the scanner, it will check your barcode, it will check the product, what is the actually you have to pay, what is the price of this product, and what is the information of this product behind this. So the scanner is an input device. Okay, I'm going to the next the lesson I have already given you in the memory and storage device. So we have already given, when I give some inputs to the computers, and it comes into the give some inputs to the computers, and it comes into the process. So here you see input, process, output, and the memory. So when I give some input and it comes into the process, and after the processing we have some outputs, and in this time of process you need a memory. So there is a different kind of memories are there. There is two memories are there. So first one is if I go into the book, that one is RAM. RAM means the random access memory. So if you see the motherboard, I have already given you I have some video in the lab class. So I have shown you already what is the RAM, what is the motherboard, and hopefully you have understood all the things. Then the motherboard, there is some slot for the RAM. So RAM means the random access memory. So I'm just telling you again, RAM means random access memory. So random access memory, RAM, is a very temporary memory. It's not a fixed memory. When I have some inputs, it comes into the process, process, and it needs the memory to work something, and it needs a space. So you need a memory that is called the RAM. So RAM is not a permanent memory, RAM is a temporary memory. When you use your RAM, it needs to process something, needs a space. So this space is called the RAM. So RAM is not a permanent memory. I say you again, RAM is a temporary memory. So in the RAM we can process. It is and there is another memory that is called the ROM. RAM is a volatile memory, and ROM is non-volatile memory. So I make you understand the next video about the RAM and ROM differences. So I'm just giving you some information about the RAM and ROM. So ROM means read-only memory, and RAM means random access memory. So I'm next. If you want to store something very permanently, you need another drive, another memory, that is called the hard drive. So hard drive is a fixed memory. In this computer, when you have a hard drive, you can store data permanently. So in the hard drive you can store your data like operating system software, Windows, Mac, Linux. You can install your software in the hardware, in the hard drive. So it is, and you can store your music, you can store your games, and all other things, pictures, videos, all you can store in the hard disk. So that is the picture of the hard disk. And hard disk can be more than 4 terabyte nowadays. 4 terabyte, I think you know about the 4 terabyte. It means about the 1 terabyte means 1024 GBs, and 1024 into 4, that means what is the calculations, that will be the 4 terabytes. So yes, first one is byte. The memory system is start from the byte. 1 byte mean 8 bits mean 1 byte. Then 1024 byte means 1 kilobyte. Then 1024 kilobyte means 1 megabyte. 1024 megabyte means 1 gigabyte. 1024 gigabyte means 1 terabyte. So all of these things are the like memory in the hard disk. Okay, so if you want to share something from one computer to another computer, you need a memory. You need a device which is used for transferring files from one computer to another computer. So yes, so you need a memory. Hard disk you cannot it is installed already, it is already attached in the motherboard, so you cannot take it out. So yeah, there is another options are there. There are some memory devices which are external memory devices, that is called the pen drive, that is called the CD. So here you will see some hard disks about the CD. CD means the compact disks, and also you will see about some the pen drives. So you know about the pen drives, and here is the CD. CD means compact disc, and pen drive means pen drive, which is also a device, which is a portable device. We can say all of the things are portable device, external device. So you will see some in our recent world, you will see some hard disks like external hard disks. So it's very interesting, because the external hard disk is going to be the 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte, 3 terabyte. So pen drive should be the 128 GB, CD should be the 4 GB, 5 GB. So yes, CD and DVD, pen drive, external hard disk, all of the things are external hard disk, external memory device. So that this kind of devices we are used to transfer from a file from one computer to another computer. So now I'm just giving you some less recap from the processor and motherboard. I think all of you know about the processor and motherboard. Why motherboard and processor need? So processor is very important in our computer, because without processor, computer cannot process your inputs. So processor is inside in the motherboard. So all of you have known about the motherboard. This is the motherboard I have shown you already in the lab. So motherboard is why it is called motherboard, because mother in our family, mother is very important. Mother is the key person in our family. So that's why the board is called the motherboard, as like as our mother in our family. So the motherboard is connected with a lot of devices, lot of chips, lot of slots, RAM, ROM, and other processor and other small chips. That is very important in our computer. So yes, motherboard in our computer, there is a one device, there is the processor. So processor, inside the processor, I already have given you some information about the processor. So inside the processor, when you work, you need a cold environment. So when it becomes hot, you cannot work, you cannot study. So at the same like this, the when processor works, it becomes hot. So for these reasons, it needs a cold environment. So the fan is connected with the processor, the fan is connected with the processor, and it cools down when it works. So all the things as in the motherboard and processor. So I have already given you some about the processor and all the motherboard. So I've already the lesson 6 and output device. So now it comes to the output device. When you give some inputs to the computers, and I'm giving you again, it comes into the process, input, process, output, and the memory. So when I give some input, it comes into the process, and after processing, it goes to the output. So at the output, if we want to see the output, we will see some important things that is very output by using some devices. So what are the devices? Okay. So output devices, already you have to just read it out, all the things what in the book. I cannot reading because the video is very short, so you have to understand all the things. I'm just giving you some topic based information. So that are the devices. Monitor. So when you have some process, when you write something that you see in the monitor, so monitor is the output device. After this, so you have to discussion, you have here you see a lot of discussions are there. You have definitely, you have to finish it in your home. You have to just read line by line what already have understood in this from this video. And here you have some output devices, some printer, plotter, speaker, multimedia projector, touch screen. And here you see some. So printer, there is two kind of printers. You will see there, one is printer, one is plotter. So first one is printer. Printer is very small, and efforts you can print A4 size page, or in your home you know about these pages, what you have want to just print it from the printer. So printer is an output device. Plotter, so you have, if you have a big screen, if you have a big banner, you cannot print it from the small printer, so you need a big printer. That printer name is the plotter. Okay, so you can print it. You will see here, then if I zoom this one, you will see some big pictures, big banners. So you need a big printer, so that's big printer is called the plotter. So here, now the touch screen. So what is the touch screen? You know about some mobile touch screen, some monitor touch screen. You can, so it's very important. I giving you some information. So some devices work as input device like output device. So input device and output device, like I am giving you input in the touch screen, that is input device, and I will see after the touch you will show something, that is output device. So as a touch screen, it works as input and both like input and output device. Okay, multimedia projectors. You see some multimedia projectors in our school. When you went to the elementary, when you went to the lab, you will see some projector. That is very important. So projector is a device which give you a big screen of your small pictures. So you will see in the world, you will see in the screen a lot of things by using this multimedia projector. So multimedia projector is an output device. So speaker, if you want to have some musics or talk or drama, televisions, we have to use the speaker to hear something very loudly. So that is the speaker is an output device. So thank you very much, my dear students. I think all of you have understood these lessons today. What I have I wanted to make you understand about this input process and memory, all of the devices that is connected with this process, how computer works. So all the things are very important in this video. So I think all of you will follow this video, and all of you have learned from the book, from line by line. All of you have to finish from the book what I have make you understand today. So thank you very much. Hopefully you will be fine inshallah in your home, and keep you learning in the home, and best of luck. Thank you very much.